mindset of, I need a drink, that wrestler, whatever, tough guy gimmick or whatever. I just went and got this gallon or half a gallon. It was a big bottle of the Captain Morgan 100 and just chugged it. It just was like brutal to drink it. It was like drinking gasoline. The higher I got, my mind started, compulsive thinking. I just didn't understand why they left and where they went. And Nick or Brooke or my wife, no one would answer the phone for days. And I started digging through the drawers and figured maybe she wrote something down, a reservation or something. And what I did find was a bottle of Xanaxes. And I don't mean the little ones. In the wrestling business, we call them the totem poles, the big long sticks. I ate 2 of them. And then the next thing I knew, I had this gun in my hand. I stared in the mirror so long, I kind of... I stared in the mirror so long, I kind of hypnotized myself. I'd hit it on my face and look at it and hit my teeth with it. And it seemed like the more I played with it, I was in this trance. And it just went on for days. The trigger's real sensitive. So I just was thinking, man, this is the ticket, this is real easy. I got a call from Layla Ali, and I didn't know her very well. I knew her father real well. And she just kept saying, oh, you left the set of American Gladiators. We've never seen anybody just so upset. She kept saying, oh, we love you. And she kept saying that on the phone to me. And it clicked. Something in my head clicked, and I couldn't get out of this house fast enough, man. I was around so much negative stuff, and I was around so much evil stuff and so many bad things that I had 2 choices: to let it completely destroy me and kill me, which it does, or you snap out of it and you become sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Hi, can I give you a hug?
How you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Nice to meet you.
What's up, brother? How you doing? Everything good, man? What's up? What's up, brother?
Moving on.
Layla was telling me about this church, and I went there, and it pretty much changed everything. If I wasn't here right now, in the moment, walking in this light, walking in the Spirit of Christ, I would be dead or in jail. Oh, when I bottomed out, I didn't know what was going on. I was, running with the devil, man. I was nowhere near even being close to breathing clean air. What we're gonna be and have and do, a lot of people that used to know me, or maybe they think they knew me, I can't explain it to them.
As the next few years unfold, your life will be the explanation. How you live your life, what you talk about, how you express yourself. It will be evident.
Meeting Michael Beckwith and, just getting an understanding of why we're here, made me a completely different person. I'm not the person that's going in that direction. I'm going in the other direction.
When I'm going through something that I think may be the hardest thing I go through, I look at what my dad has been through and how he's come out of it, and I know that I'm a wuss compared to what he's been through.
Main thing I'm worried about now is Nick, because it was me getting drugged in front of a courtroom for 3 weeks, and you know, you horrible people were in this accident that wasn't an accident, and you planned this accident and all that craziness. With me, I'd survive, brother. You know, I'm cool. I'm already there. I'm already dialed in, so it's all right already. You know that. And I just worry about Nick, so I just caught myself getting tangled. And
Yeah, that's the father. That's the father.
Yeah.
Because you're not just going to get it and just stay there.
Yeah.
You know, when somebody touches that button within you, that's an indication, that's an area that needs to be healed.
Well, I'm just getting started. I now understand that everything I have is inside of me. The spirit is in me, the energy that we all have in us, and I'm becoming more of myself every day.
We remain so thankful that we just let it be, and so it is. It is so. Amen.
I've changed my thinking, and the moment I changed my thinking, good things started to happen. Jennifer is life after life for me.
We hit it off instantly. It was like we already knew each other. Even though there is an age difference, Terry's really vivacious. He's very youthful. He loves doing all the same things I love to do. He's just a lot of fun to be around, and he's very interesting. And that's what I love about him.
Who's this big boss here? I learn every day from watching her and her being real consistent. She's just a constant with being positive. I actually rolled out of bed today, and as I rolled out, I didn't keep my knees together. And I rolled out and I went, and I dropped the F-bomb. She grabbed me, she goes, "You don't start the day out like that." She goes, "You start the day out by putting your feet on the ground saying thank you."
We're each other's best friends. You know, we talk about everything, and we have courtesy for each other, and we never yell at each other.
I had been my whole life around such a negative situation, you know, and the cussing and the screaming and the yelling, that one of the first things I did after meeting Jennifer was I went to both of my kids and I apologized to my children. And I said, "God, please forgive me. I'm so sorry for what you witnessed and what you experienced, the screaming, the yelling, the cussing. That's not normal. You guys can break the cycle."
He just came in and gave me the biggest hug, and he's like, you know, no matter what has happened, no matter, you know, what's gone on, I want to explain to you why I messed up. I was in a different place in my mind. I was heartbroken myself. I was lost. I didn't know what I was doing. When he came to me and he told me that he was sorry and that, you know, I was his number one girl, I was happy.
Jennifer straightened me out on a lot of levels. She's taught me how to be happy, you know, it's the main thing, because before then, you know, I didn't know, I never really laughed out loud or had fun, you know. When my kids heard me laugh, they went, "Oh my God, Dad, we haven't heard you laugh for years."
And Dad's like this. Dad. He wakes up and he's happy, and there's a million terrible things going on, but he's happy, and he's, you know, the most important thing to him is giving me a hug in the morning and, you know, petting the dogs and feeding the squirrels outside. I mean, it's like watching a brand new baby.
That transition saved my life. It really did, because I changed my thinking. The moment you change your thinking, you can start attracting different things into your life. And I'm happy that I've got a job, and I'm happy that I'm going to do what I love.
4 months ago, a lot of excitement and buzz started happening in our company. At Madison Square Garden, Hulk Hogan shocked the wrestling world when he announced me and TNA as his new wrestling partner.
This is me, some shape, form, or another, the involvement, the vibe, man. This is back on track for me. You know, there's a lot that I have to go through to get here, but I'm here in the beginning stage.
The first time we talked on the phone after he had made those changes, it was so evident to me, you know, that I was talking to a very different person.
When Dixie talked to me, I took a good look at the product and I went, you know what, man, you guys are doing a lot of things right. And then the more I watched and the more I talked to Dixie, it all made sense that this is where I should be. This is the logical extension of what I should be doing. This is the future, not only of me, but of wrestling.
I don't think he realized what kind of impact this opportunity would have on him. He's seeing how he can contribute on so many levels that he's not been allowed to in the past.
When I've worked at different companies like with Ted Turner and with Vince McMahon, I never enjoyed going to work. It was a labor, and it wasn't a labor of love. Here, I'm driving, coming to work, and I'm excited about getting here.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
There is a part of this that's new. It's hard to give Hulk Hogan anything that's new, but there's a part of this that's new, and you combine that with the impact he's having with all of our wrestlers, and it's a recipe for a lot of excitement and energy for him.
He will go on to give Jeff the barbed wire bat, tell him to use the bat to put an exclamation point on the end of the sentence. At that point, Ric Flair will low blow the Pope from behind.
Low blow from the gimmick. You can't go anywhere with it. We just take his knee out.
Makes it more serious.
Yeah.
I like it.
There's this vision of being back on top, really getting my life back on track.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Somebody shot.
We've been seeing it for years. There it is.
And the vision coincides and it parallels my personal life being back on top, financially being back on top, relationship-wise being back on top, spiritually being back on top. The stuff that doesn't really matter, the legal stuff, the financial stuff, all those things used to be like tombstones, you know, when they were just like death marches or death urges. But now that I'm getting pulled by this crazy energy, I'm getting pulled in this unbelievable positive direction, those tombstones are now like stepping stones. His
Participation and the impact he is having with our company is on such a different level because he's so open and energetic and free of a lot of what's been holding him down for so long.
I let go. I surrendered. I said, okay, fine. You know, I'm not going to fight over that stuff anymore. I know that the plan is already in place, and I just need to walk in those footsteps. I've been to all the big shows. I've been to the dance. This is really happening. This is going to be not really competing with the WWE. We're going to put out a better product. People have worked hard to build a foundation here, but you needed some new energy and new people coming in here to take that one-dimensional plateau that they were stuck on and take them to higher ground. I can't hit the ropes, I can't run, I can't take bumps, so, you know, I live vicariously through the boys, you know. What's up, big dog? What's up, brother? You guys good? Pretty good, man. Young and healthy, man. Damn. You know, I still get a rush. Every time I touch the ring, I get goosebumps, you know. This is my lady here, man. This is what turns me on. Yeah, I do miss the rumble part. The stuff looks great. You guys look great in there, but even like the head scissors, instead of just laying on your elbow, hit that leg, you know, like I was watching the girls last night. But take your time, because all that stuff looks so good. The majority of the time when I come back from the ring, I need something fixed.